What's up, guys? Welcome back. Got the bike loaded. If you're new to the channel, just came, I have my 2020 Road Glide special on the back on the trailer with the 128 big bore kit. And it's going back to JD Cycle Works to get diagnosed and see what the problem is. It's burning a little oil. There's a funny little sound in the engine.
What's that sound? Do you hear it? It's a funny squeaky sound.
You couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant.
Shh. I hear it too.
So we're taking her over there and we'll see what's wrong with it. So stay tuned. Pretty cloudy out today. We're supposed to be getting some rain. And then again, there's a hurricane that just hit Louisiana. Praying for everyone over there. If anybody, any viewers or subscribers are from the area, I feel for you guys, and my thoughts and prayers are with you guys. But anyway, that storm is actually going to be headed up here, and it looks like good old New Jersey is pretty much in the path to get whatever's left over. We usually get hit, if it hits up in the Gulf Coast or Florida and it does come to New Jersey, then we'll usually get hit by some 30-40 mile an hour winds, but heavy torrential rains. So we'll see what happens. We just got hit with the last hurricane that came through the south, and we got a lot of rain with that, like probably like 4 inches of rain, a lot of flooding. So anyway, taking the bike over to JD Cycle Works. I already talked to him early in the morning. Gonna bring it there. We're gonna leave it there. Basically, his thoughts are the same. It could possibly be a valve guide or guides, or one or both of the cylinders, possibly maybe the rings, piston rings. So he's going to do a compression check. He's going to do a couple diagnostic checks before he tears it down. It might be something simple. It might be. Hopefully it's just the valve guides. If it's just the valve guides, then we'll go ahead and slap a new set of heads on there. Maybe the zippers, first set of heads, and then we'll have a true stage 4. But having said that, I just want to reassure you guys, this is nothing that Dave did. The build has been flawless, and just like all of his work and all of his builds are, they're flawless, top notch. I have put over 6,000 miles on this 128 big bore kit with 0 flaws. The only issue I had was with the Recluse transmission clips that they I don't want to say a flaw, but they made a change to them. What happened was one clip popped out, and it actually, the pieces locked up the clutches inside the basket when I was in Laconia. So that was the only issue that was resolved. But as far as the engine goes, the 128 build, there has been zero issues. So what happened, if you're new to the channel or just tuning in, last week we got hit by another heat wave, 100-degree days with, if anyone knows, in New Jersey, it just gets stifling, humid. It's unbearable. It's crazy. So we went to a First Manufacturing. I had a meet and greet there. So we went to a First Manufacturing bike night in Long Island. So where we live, we're in Bergen County, New Jersey. We could see the Manhattan skyline. So we're about 7-8 miles from Manhattan. So we have to go through uptown Bronx area, through Queens, I believe, and then into Long Island. But when you're going from the bridge into and past Cross Bronx Expressway, the traffic, I know, is horrendous. But we left early, and the bike night started like 6:30 p.m., but we actually left because I knew there was going to be traffic. I wanted to leave early, so we left around, I think it was like 2 p.m. Lo and behold, we get to the bridge, there's traffic. So would I say it wasn't dead stop traffic for a long time, but it was basically you're stopped, you're waiting a minute, and then you're moving a little bit. You stopped, you're waiting 30 seconds, and you're heavy traffic. From the bridge all the way through Bronx onto the Cross Bronx Expressway, there's really, because you're going through over the bridge, then you're going through under like the skyscrapers, there is no shoulder for quite some distance. And the roads are super tight, tractor trailers, there really was no room to lane split. It was a little sketchy, a little dangerous, so it was really tight. So I didn't. And like I said, there was no room there was no shoulder, so I couldn't pull over anywhere. It has nothing to do with JD Cycle Works work or the build itself. Let's forget even about JD Cycle Works for a second. A 128 build, there's nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with anybody doing it for you, as long as they know what they're doing. And I do recommend, obviously, Dave over at JD Cycle Works. But like I explained, with the higher compression and higher horsepower, it creates more heat. So my friend Glenn that we ride with, he put on a fan on his 124 big bore kit. I was going to do that. I've been so crazy busy. I didn't get to it. And I knew it that day. We were stuck in traffic. I had a feeling. I said, damn, it's hot. I said, what am I gonna do? I should have put the fan on, and lo and behold, a couple miles down the road, it started smoking. So something happened, something went. But as far as the build goes, there is nothing wrong with anyone doing a 128, 124, or stage 2. As long as it's done right, it lasts a long time. I'll give you an example. My boy Paul, big guy, he's had numerous bikes, and so have I with stage 2. And we put the bikes to the test. We run them good. And he personally has had over 30,000 miles on several bikes with zero issues, including his current Road Glide. But having said that, with the big bore kits, they definitely need to stay cool more often than a regular stock bike or any kind of motorcycle that has a stage 2. I don't even want to say stage 1, stage 2 or above, or a big bore kit. So I should have did that. A, I should have put a fan on the bike. B, I probably should have used better judgment and not went to the meet and greet on the bike when it was 100 degrees out, and I knew there would have been a chance that I was going to be stuck in traffic. So, but like I said, it is what it is. So I don't want anybody to get discouraged. If you're into a stock bike, then stay stock. I'm not here on my channel trying to push anything. I'm just, you guys are kind of just on a ride, on a journey with me. And I love all you guys, and I appreciate all the great comments. But there's a lot of comments, oh, if you don't blip the throttle, oh, if you don't push that bike so hard. That's what we do. That's why you guys love to watch Cycle Fanatics, right? Even the best stunt riders, okay, have big bore kits on their bikes, but they all run either an aftermarket bigger oil cooler with fans. pretty much all of them, because if you go to one of their shows and in California or in Arizona, where it's somewhere super hot, you will see what they do to those bikes and how hard they run them, and they last. I don't know exactly how long they last. I'd be curious to know, but they last, and they literally beat the living daylights out of those motors, doing rolling burnouts, wheelies, you know, all of that stuff. They really put a strain on those motors. So having said that, you want to stay stock, stay stock. If you want to go big bore kit, go ahead. It definitely, as long as it's done correctly, it will last a long time. I don't want to jump into any conclusions, nor does Dave, nor do I want you, the viewers, to jump into any conclusions, because we don't know what happened. Let's see. Let Dave tear it down. We might all learn something from this. Definitely, like I said, don't be stuck in traffic when it's 100 degrees out. But we'll see what happened. And hopefully, if it's something more simple as it was a valve guide, we'll slap a new pair of zippers heads on, we'll get it back with a little more horsepower, and we'll be good to go. But if it is the rings, then we're gonna have to obviously tear the motor down again, redo the rings, and I think we're still going to put the new zippers heads on, because we have the whole motor apart. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I know a lot of people commented, what about the lower end? What about the tranny? What about the belt? Well, yeah, that, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'll worry about that at that time if something happens. The transmission has been okay to this point. There's no issues. And if something happens, we'll worry about that at that time. The lower end for me at this particular time, it's just not worth redoing it. If something obviously down the road were to happen with this motor, we might just go with a 131 crate motor. I don't know. I'll worry about that at that time. But one thing we are definitely going to do now, while the bike is being torn down, is we're definitely going to do the chain drive, a Zippers chain drive kit. So this way, at least I don't have to worry about the belt, because I believe in all of that being the lower end of the motor, the transmission, and the belt. I believe that the belt is the weakest link, so we're going to go ahead and change that. On another note, I've already ordered the intercooler with the fan attached to it. So once that comes in, I'm going to give that to Dave. He's going to install that, and he's going to flash it. You have to flash that one into the ECU. So when temperatures get too high, the fan will kick on and start cooling the motor down. And it's supposedly supposed to cool the oil down about 50 degrees, which is great. Any bit helps. And so we're gonna do that. And make sure, obviously, that the bike stays a lot cooler, and that's definitely going to do the trick. I might even add, a lot of guys commented, some love jugs. I might even install a set of love jugs just to give it some extra cooling if we're ever stuck in traffic. But like I said, we were in Tennessee, it was in the 90s, but we were never stopped in traffic. So that's why I didn't have any issues there. So that's what's going on with the bike. It's going to be at Dave. It's going to be diagnosed. He's going to take care of it. It's going to get back to me bigger, badder than ever. And I am going to say now that Silverback is going to be down for the season. I'll tell you why. Because in about 5 to 6 weeks, I'm scheduled to bring all of the body panels and parts over to Hampton's Designs in North Carolina to get a custom paint job done on it. I have several meet and greets scheduled already that, just to let you guys know now, I am definitely not canceling. I will be there, whether it's with the Sport Glide to show you guys the Build Series bike. You guys could possibly, if you want, purchase entries there, look at the bike, or I might bring the Ducati. I don't know yet, but rest assured, for the fans, for the viewers, for the subscribers, I will be there. I've already made promises to people and to especially Zero 3D that I will be there, so I am definitely going to be there. So not to worry about that. We're definitely going to be at Ocean City Bike Week and Americade Bike Week. So we're going to take the bike, drop it off. I'll let you hear a little about what Dave has to say. And the reason, let me give you a reason why I'm going to put Silverback down right now. The first scheduled meet and greet, the Ocean City Bike Week, is September 15th. So there's basically 2 weeks for Dave to diagnose, repair, and depending on what the problem is, to do all of that within 2-week time frame. So first of all, we don't know what's wrong. If he does have to tear down the motor, or if I even have to get a set of heads, or if I have to get some parts, 99%, and you guys know what I'm talking about, 99%, it is going to be back ordered. They're not going to have it. It's going to take several weeks to get just the parts alone. Forget about doing the labor. Just to get the parts is going to take some time. And even if Dave could get the parts somehow, I don't want to rush him. He's super busy, and you all know he's a great guy, and I don't want to put that extra pressure on him. So that's why I decided just to put the bike down for the season, get it done right. He'll take care of the mechanical aspect of it, the engine and everything else. Hampton's Designs will take care of the aesthetics portion, and then it will all come together in a couple months, or I should say several months. So that's the news. So we're going to be, obviously, while Silverback's down, we're going to be back and forth to JD Cycle Works. We're going to be doing upgrade videos on the Sport Glide. And if you're obviously interested in winning that bike, go to www.cycle-fanatix.com and get your entries in on that bike, because they're going fast. And there's only a limited amount. So head on over there, get your entries to win that beautiful bike. And we're going to be doing Ducati upgrades. Manny from Moto Million is sponsoring that build on my Ducati. We're going to have a lot of upgrade videos on that. And we're definitely going to be doing some ride videos on the bike as well. So we have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of content. So I'm not worried. And like I said, we're going to be in and out, back and forth with JD, talking to him, seeing what's going on. Look at this truck on fire. It's absolutely, totally ablaze. I would say that's a total loss. Damn. All right, guys, so we're here at JD Cycle Works I'm gonna unstrap the bike, take it off. I'm gonna call Dave out, and let's see what he wants to do first. All right, guys, I just dropped the bike off. Dave is super busy, crazy busy. He's tuning bikes right now, so I don't want to pull him off to talk to him. But the little information that I got from him, he's basically gonna be diagnosing the bike and seeing what's wrong with it in the next, I guess, couple days or a week or so. And then he's gonna give me a call, and we're gonna have a game plan as far as what we're going to do. But we're definitely gonna do the chain drive and get Silverback up and running again, whether it is the valve guides and we throw new heads on, or whether he has to tear the entire bike down and redo it. We shall see. So definitely stay tuned. And but I'll tell you right now, Silverback is going to come back bigger, better, stronger than ever, and with an awesome paint job, because I'm gonna still be back here probably in about 2 weeks. Dave is gonna take off the gas tank. He's gonna take off the fenders and the fairing, and I'm going to be taking the rest of the bags and the side panels from my garage, and we're going to be bringing them down in the next couple weeks to Hampton's Designs in Gastonia, North Carolina, to get that custom paint job. And then, like I said, it will all blend together, the engine with the paint job, and Silverback will be better than ever. So that's it for this video. Stay tuned, guys, and like I said, don't get worried. Don't start getting scared and flipping out about a big bore kit. As long as it's done right, like my man Dave over here, as long as you have somebody that knows what they're doing, like Dave, you will have no issues. Silverback is going to be beast mode when she returns. So see you guys on the next one.